recipe is a great Thai style curry. It's chicken Massaman curry, and that has a jasmine rice. And of course we're layering it up. We're using the Ninja Foodi to the max to create a really easy dinner, which actually is pretty impressive because we're cooking both things at the same time, and it is super tasty. Has all of the Asian flavors in here that you would expect, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So remember to hit the like button for me, and if you haven't already subscribed down below to my YouTube channel, then just go and hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. And then if you want to turn on the notification bell as well, then YouTube will let you know when I upload new recipes also. If you spot me using anything in the Ninja Foodi that you might be interested in or wondering where I'm getting that from, then I've got an accessories page over on the website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. Everything I use in my Ninja Foodi is linked over there. Takes you straight over to Amazon, so if you do wish to purchase anything, it's nice and easy to do so. Feel free to always leave me a comment. I'll always come back to you and answer any questions that you might have about the recipe. And of course, if you do want any of my other cookbooks, they're available on the website as well. So I'm going to go and grab all the ingredients now, and let's go and get started. To make this chicken Massaman curry, we're going to start off on sear and saute, and we're going to spray some oil into the bottom of the pot. I'm going to add in my onion to start with, and let's just start getting a little bit of heat in the pot. I'm going to also add in my ginger. Now we're going to be putting this recipe under pressure, so we're not trying to cook it fully, but we want to release the lovely flavours that we've got here and really get things cooking nicely. So into there we're going to add our chicken. I've got 2 chicken breasts because I'm cooking this for 2 people. I want to brown the edges of that chicken a little bit. Right, so just browning off the chicken ever so slightly and softening and colouring the onion, getting that lovely fragrant ginger starting to release its oils in the pot there. I'm going to turn down my sear and saute a little bit now. So we've got a lot of heat there in the pot, and we are now getting a little bit of colour on the outside of the chicken. Now this here is a Massaman curry paste. These are frozen and I've just defrosted this, and I really like these. I think these are great. So I'm going to use 1 pot in here, which is 77 grams. I would say it's around 3 tablespoons-ish, I would say. So let's scrape all of that out. And you want to put that in at this stage and toast off any spices that are in this paste. It's really nice to do that. Get that coating your chicken and the onions, and just cook that out just for a few minutes. We're going to be using some tamarind paste, and I want a tablespoon. Let's put that in. Now the tamarind adds a bit of sourness, and we're going to be also adding some fish sauce for saltiness, and also a little bit of sugar for sweetness, and that's really going to balance out this dish and make it a super delicious curry. Now we're going to be using in here 1 carrot, so in goes the carrot, and then I've got potato here, which has all been peeled as well, and then diced up into little cubes. Now it's important to have the small cubes because we want this to cook in time under pressure, along with our lovely rice that we're going to make in. We're going to do a jasmine rice to go alongside this. So this is a 1 pot method. We're going to tear it up, pressure cook it, and it's going to be absolutely perfect. So let's add in our fish sauce, teaspoon of that. If it gets a bit hot in your pot, you can just simply turn off your sear and saute. I've got lime juice here. I want around a teaspoon, and a teaspoon of brown sugar. I mentioned the sugar earlier. That's just balancing out the flavour for us. Let's give that another stir. That is smelling really incredible. This is such a beautiful Thai style curry, this. Really, really good. I also like a little bit of peanut butter in here as well. You could leave this out if you don't have peanut butter or you don't want to add it for any reason, but I quite like that as a little addition. And then we want a whole tin of coconut milk. Now this is full fat coconut milk. It does make a difference. This is thicker. It has that cream. You can see that cream there. Does make a big difference to the consistency. So a tin of this is 400 milliliters. There you go, just scraping that down, making sure that we're getting it all in. We don't want to waste any of that. And then give this a good stir through. The question is, have I remembered everything? Because there's a few ingredients in this, nothing too obscure. The curry paste, I know you can get them Sainsbury's. And these ones I actually got off of Ocado, so I did an online shop to get those. Do like to use Ocado for online. I think it's really, really good. Obviously, you can use, you know, an alternative, or have a little look online. You can actually make your own curry paste as well if you wish to, but obviously it's a little bit easier if you buy it, and they are very, very good these days as well. Okay, next on to the rice. Let's get that rice ready. So I've got jasmine rice, and I'm going to go and rinse that now in a sieve under a running tap. Now, I know some people say with jasmine rice that maybe you shouldn't wash it, but I always wash it. I shouldn't say wash it, rinse it. I always say that, don't I? But you shouldn't rinse it, some people say, because it's going to create a stickier, wetter rice. I never have a problem. I really like the texture of it when I have rinsed it, but of course it is completely up to you. So that is the rice in 225 grams. Managed to spill some of it as usual. So I'm just boiling a kettle so I can make up some vegetable stock to go over my rice. Some people like a 1-to-1 ratio, some like a 1 to 1.25. I find that just a little bit more than the actual quantity is normally good. But again, it is really up to you and how you like your rice cooked. So now I'm going to go with 225 milliliters of stock, but I'm also going to add a little knob of butter, and I'm going to also add a pinch of salt to my rice and make it super tasty. Right, made up my stock, boiling water, tip that in, perfect. Give that a little mix round. Obviously that butter is going to melt into there. And as always, my rice has been cooked, pot in pot method. Love this. This is the Ninja bakeware set. It comes as 3 parts. Use all of it so much. This in particular is brilliant because it's nice and deep. That sits on the rack. And then we cover that over with some foil, just like that. Just tuck in your edges. And that is going to now sit over our curry. So chicken curry is already down below. And then over with that jasmine rice. Give it a little wriggle. And then we close the lid and we go under pressure. And do not forget to make sure that you seal your pressure valve. So slide over to pressure cook. We do want a natural release on this. I'm going to cook it on high. I'm going to go with 0 minutes. So we're going to use the build up of pressure time and also that long natural release to cook this for us beautifully. If you're new to doing this, then it's going to show pre, and that is just the building up of the pressure happening inside the pot. Then this is going to automatically flip onto our natural release because we've done 0 minutes. If we were cooking, say, for like 10 minutes, it would show a countdown of minutes on your screen. But for this recipe, it won't do that. It's literally going to flip from building up straight onto our natural release. And that is all absolutely as it should be. So this has run for 8 minutes and it says we can open, but don't worry if yours does the same as mine and it says that it won't. Sometimes it just needs to have a little bit more pressure released. If you don't want to wait for it, you can literally just flip that to vent. As you can see, there's a little tiny bit left in there. And then we should be able to then open up the lid and have a look at the beautiful creation that we've made. I adore Thai foods. This is right up my street. My husband travelled a lot through Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, so he also really loves this. So as always, just be a little bit careful. And let's grab out that rice. Here we go. Rice is out. Let's have a little look at our curry. Let's give that a little mix. Now that is looking really, really good. It's rich, it's delicious. Now, it depends how you like your curry. Some people like it really thick, some people like it on the thinner side. You can always add a corn flour slurry if you feel the need to and you want it that bit thicker. Sometimes while I'm just dealing with my rice and just fluffing that up, I literally go straight on to sear and saute, and that will naturally thicken that. It really doesn't need a lot. And obviously we need enough liquid in there to be able to come to pressure. And that looks, oh, the smell of this is divine. Let's just give those potatoes a quick check. They are nice and tender, as you can see. You can see with my knife there. Now I have cut those, as you can see here, into 1.5 centimetre. They're all a little bit different. They didn't come out perfectly, but that doesn't matter, you know, as long as it's cooked and it's soft, because nobody wants hard potatoes in here. So that is great. Chicken will be so tender. If the potatoes are cooked, the carrots will be cooked as well. So as you can see, just bringing that up to sear and saute. Let's let that blip away just for a minute or two. Let's have a look at our rice. Okay, so let's take that off. Let's have a look. So this is jasmine rice. Oh, it looks good, and it has absorbed that liquid. So we went equal parts with the liquid, and it looks really, really good. We had that butter and a little bit of salt in there, which is really nice. Now you'll probably notice that I didn't add a lot of spice other than, you know, my curry paste to this. Now I'm serving sriracha on the side so that you can add a little bit of spice to this. Also, a few chili flakes are nice over the top of your rice, but it's optional. Not everybody likes a really hot, spicy curry. So if you don't, just don't add it. But look at this rice. Beautiful. And yours will turn out exactly the same if you follow the steps that I have done. I'm sure you're going to love these dishes. So easy, and that's what I like about it. We're all about easy dishes over here. Ninja Foodi makes it easy for us, and I make these recipes tasty and easy for you too. I think we're ready to dish up. Oh, just one last thing to add in to our curry. Right, so we're blipping away here. We don't need to be blipping away as much as that, but it has thickened that up. I don't want mine too thick. I want mine quite saucy because I'm putting rice with it, and I think it's really nice to have that. So let's turn down that sear and saute. It's really too high. Okay, what I'm going to add in is some of my chopped peanuts. I'm going to hold some back. And then I have got some beautiful Thai basil, about a tablespoon chopped up roughly. And I'm just going to stir that through. And then we are going to serve this up. Yum. I cannot wait. So here we are, beautiful jasmine rice. And then we have got our lovely chicken curry, full of lovely curry flavours with that coconut milk. It is rich, it is thick, it is creamy. We've got some sriracha on the side here that you can add just for some extra spice if you want it. I've also got some chili flakes to add to the rice if we want to add that as well. And then it's got a sprinkling of peanuts to go with that. So delicious. I hope you love it as much as we do. Give it a try, and I hope you absolutely devour this beautiful dinner.